And again, it's round 0 right now because we're not in our official bracket yet. We're just doing some warm-up matches. Chromox and Caracas to start. Is Caracas relevant at all in this matchup? Bounces Tassiger. That seems good. Non-token creature entered but wasn't cast. This is true. And some soldiers as well. I will knock that off the bingo card now. We will look at the bingo card later. But I have X'd it. Thalia's here. Force on Thalia. Okay. So Phil's at 19.
Play this crack. Go to 18.
Yep.
All right.
Cast a Ponder. Does that go? Good?
Yep. Yep. You see my deck list. There's no mana tides, and they're not free anyway.
Cool.
Palace Jailer. What did Palace Jailer do? Oh, it entered but wasn't cast. Yeah. Yeah, a bunch of soldiers entered but wasn't cast. Scroll Rack. We have not had Scroll Rack yet on stream that I know of. Phil Nguyen, gift leader. Thank you for playing. We saw World Gorger tonight. Last round. All right. Suppression Field. So I guess fetches are going to be a pain in the butt from now on. That affects all activated abilities, right? Yep. All activated abilities unless their mana abilities cost 2 more. Ouch. Latinum's Legacy cast here. It's the first time this card has been cast on our stream. Latinum's Legacy is one of those cards. I always forget what it does. Choose a card from your hand, shuffle into your library, and then cantrip 2 on the next upkeep. Wild. Is that a card that should be played more in Legacy? Does anyone know? Does anyone think so? Yes. That is a good island to alter. Scalding Tarn for Phil. Has anyone tried playing with Latinam's Legacy in their life? Let me know in the chat. If you've cast a Latinam's Legacy before, let me know. Suppression Field, that's likely going to get a fetch and response. Is that where we're going? Both players using unglued basics. I don't remember seeing Anne's basics last round, but I believe you. Oh yeah, she did have unglued basics. That's right. All right, so a fetch and response, and now fetches are basically shut off for Phil. So I think this is a good start for Soldier Stompy, right, folks? Scrying's expansion. Okay, so I've heard about this scrying expansion. What is that? What does that mean? Did they make up cards, or did they just like add cards to old school from other sets? Is that what they did? I don't really get what that is. All right, Mystic Sanctuary here. Mystic Sanctuary is going to put Latinum's Legacy on top. Shuffle away dead combo pieces. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Shuffle when you have Sylvan Library. This is true. Cavern of Souls. That's going to be pretty good. I guess Caracas in this deck is really just to save your own soldiers. Preeminent Captain. With Cavern. We're just going to assume here that Cavern's naming Soldier. I don't see why Anne would name anything else. Scrying says old cards that they decided to include in old school to expand the card pool. Okay, so it's kind of like how they did historic anthology for historic, right? But for old school. Jace is here. Spectral Chaos is unreleased cards. Tick off the Jace square. Yes, I will tick off the Jace square now. Boom. Jace square ticked. We'll take a look at the bingo card between games. Greg Berlin-Root's playing at some point today in these warm-up rounds. Did he use Kicker on that Jace? What does everybody think of the new Planeswalkers? Nahiri and Jace. I don't remember what like the detailed names of the cards are. But there's a new Nahiri and a new Jace previewed today. I saw it on Twitter. I don't know if it's been shown anywhere else. Are those cards Legacy playable? Does anyone think? It's a new 3-drop Jace and I believe a 4-drop very equipment-focused Nahiri. They look super cool. Nahiri looks fun in a non-competitive brew. Possibly. And the new Jace has Kicker. The first Planeswalker with Kicker. It's pretty sick. I guess that means Kicker is going to be in the set. Those weren't dual deck Planeswalkers, were they? They were like in the set, right? They're going to be in boosters. Does anybody know? Palace Jailer. Ouch. Powered out with a Caracas. Strix. Ooh, what's that? Oh, that. Thank you, Catherine, for sharing the Jace. Yeah, that Jace looks cool. That person that posted it said they can't tell if it's busted or unplayable. I agree. I can't tell myself. Jace can't even be activated here, which is rough. Phil at 18 now, just from force and fetching. Hang on, maybe Phil's at 17?
At you.
I will go to 16.
Are you at 16, Phil? Did you fetch twice and force?
Fetch, force, then 2 combat damage.
Oh, so it should be a 15.
Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah, okay, yeah. Fetch, force, yeah.
Yeah, you fetched twice, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, just getting life totals right. Yeah, Nahiri. Let me look at Nahiri again. Yeah, it makes core warrior tokens. You can attach equipment to it. Look at the top 6 cards of your library. Reveal an equipment or a warrior and put it in your hand. Are there any really good warriors for Legacy? What's the best warrior in Legacy right now? Does anybody know? All right, Landem's Legacy cast again. And that is an aerial responder, I believe the card is called. Yes, aerial responder. First strike, vigilance, lifelink. Pretty good. Roland Chang doing some behind the scenes work right now. Appreciate it. Shout out to Roland Chang again. Nahiri could go in some Minotaur Warrior deck with Didgeridoo. For Legacy? Or like for Commander or something?
Or a flyer.
Sure.
Get in there for one.
Yep. You come in the Monarch.
All right, so we're past the point, it seems, where Phil can no longer
Your
activate.
Jace activation costs 4.
Oh, sorry, you're right. My fault.
So you tap mana and assumed it was the correct amount.
Yes, yeah, no, I have not got many reps against multiple suppression fields. I will move to the end step.
Yep.
Go for the monk. I'll pass it over.
All right, back to Anne now. Phil is the Monarch, by the way. Dwynen's Elite is the best warrior in Legacy. Are there any? There's no war. I was just going to say, is Elvish Reclaimer a warrior? Yeah. There's no other warriors that are really played in Legacy. Like, if you look at the MTG Goldfish, let's say, top creatures in Legacy, how many of them are warriors? 0? Besides Elvish Reclaimer. You got people game rule violations due to suppression field. Attack for 2. Are you attacking Jace here? Nope. Attacks Phil. Okay. Glistener Elf. Glistener Elf. Okay. That's a warrior. I don't know if that would go in an Ahiri equipment deck, but we never know. Wait, Winota's a warrior, right? Didn't we establish that Winota is a warrior? Maybe Winota will be perfect with this new Planeswalker. Because you make warriors, and then you could attack with them, and then you reveal a human off the top, and they all have equipment. Maybe. Yes, Winota is a warrior. Thank you, whoever pointed that out an hour ago, because I remembered. All right. And takes another damage from Strix, going to 18. And a Toxic Deluge. Yuck. Daru Warchief and Palace Jailer down, and Phil is now the Monarch. But paid, I believe. I'm a little behind on life totals, folks. Phil's at 9. Stock up on your plateaus. Phil Nguyen just bought 16 copies of Plateau on eBay, I bet. Toxic Deluge main is brutal. It is brutal. Nobody knew what Anne was going to be playing tonight, but the Toxic Deluge was in the main regardless. So we saw this Dimir control list last week. And there's a bunch of VODs now up on YouTube. I don't know if all the rounds are up yet on YouTube, but on our YouTube channel, in your downtime, you can watch some other matches with this Dimir control list as it was last week. It's changed a little bit, even in 1 week. It's a new brew that Phil Blackman is working on. Plateau will be critical for the Mardu challenge. Every single stream is an opportunity for the Mardu challenge, Phil. Gift leader Phil wants a Mardu challenge on stream. Maybe one day we'll get one. All right, which soldier is this? And can you just pull your creatures closer to you? Sorry. Perfect, thank you. And playmat looks sick, the wood. Yeah, great follow-up after the board wipe, for sure. Roland MTG, thanks for the gift sub. Appreciate it. Gothmog said, what's the best Mardu EDH deck? Or which one are you running? I'm curious. I don't play EDH, so I get like a real kick out of hearing about people's commander decks. EDH decks. Yeah, let's jam some emotes to thank the gift sub here. Let's see, what can we jam? Let's jam Legends pack, Magic card, and Spicy. Boom. Both Kalia decks. I'm not sure what Kalia is. CS Magic Ultra's jamming some emotes as well. Thank you again, Roland. Spicy versus Brew. Yep, that's where we're at. Strix is back. Anne's not thrilled. Who's the Monarch now? I have no idea. I guess Phil was a Monarch. And now Anne's taking it. Ooh, Cryptic pre-combat. Damn. I completely forgot Cryptic was in this deck. He bounced Mystic Sanctuary as well. This Dimir control deck just beats up on creature decks. It's rough. In about an hour, we're going to have a transition to the NYC Eternal Championship bracket. Thomas Hepp and Michael Mapson will be joining us for round 1. Looking forward to it. Kalia Zenith Seeker. I've never even seen this card before. Enters the battlefield. Look at the top 6 cards. Oh, the Angel Demon Dragon person. I remember this. Round 1 is going to be nuts, says Phil Nguyen. Yes, I agree. I'm looking at player deck lists. Just communicating with Roland behind the scenes here. Roland helping out quite a bit. Coordinating everything for later. All right. Just looking for a life total update here. There is none. Okay. Later, Catherine. Thanks for watching. Okay, cool. All right. Sorry, folks. Managing multiple conversations at the same time.
Ooh,
I can put the effect, but if I don't,
I hadn't read the text.
yeah, I've never played against Thalia before, so I think
Let
I
me just have
punted.
a look. See.
Yeah, go for
I
it.
don't think you get to do that. I'm afraid.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Because it is when it enters untapped, and it doesn't enter untapped. Yeah.
Right. It's not like it enters untapped and then becomes tapped, right? It just enters tapped.
No, it is
Okay.
non-basic lands your opponent cannot enter the battlefield tapped.
Yeah,
Yeah.
somehow I've seen this interaction before, and it actually does stop the Mystic Sanctuary.
Yeah,
That
so
is sweet. Despite playing this deck for a while, I've not come across somebody hit a Mystic Sanctuary.
that might cost me the game, I think. Let me see. No.
Yeah, believe it or not, I've seen that before, folks.
Yeah, I could have just not let that happen, but I've never played against it before.
All right, so Phil did not see that Thalia was going to stop Mystic Sanctuary. I think we're getting this ruling right, but because I remember at one of my local tournaments, someone had Mystic Sanctuary with a Thalia in play, and I saw this play out exactly the same way it did just now, where the person with the Mystic Sanctuary was like, "Whoops." Big Thalia is so disrupted in many ways. Yes, this is true. And because people don't play against Big Thalia that much, exactly as Phil just said, people punt against that card a lot. And I think this Soldier Stompy deck's main advantage is making people get game rules violations and punt because the cards are just so unusual to play against. Yes, exactly. Exactly, Phil.
I think now I pass and draw for the Monarch.
Yep.
So I spoke to chat, and they're giving Phil Blackman a game rules violation.
Well, yeah. I
Yep.
wouldn't call a judge if we were both confident on the interaction, so he didn't get one. But
I'm just kidding.
I'm going to move to discard.
Phil got a game rules violation. Blackman was not happy to hear. Roland MTG says, whoa. Roland MTG, now a gift leader. Congratulations, Roland. You are now in the Hall of Fame of 90s MTG. temporarily. Does Anne get a failure to maintain? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, people who have not played these webcam games before, it's tough. It's so easy to miss things in these webcam games. Um, you're just so used to seeing everything right across the table from you, and I get into habit of looking down at my board and not looking up at the screen as much, and just missing things. It's tough. It's an adjustment for sure.
Yep. So you take 6.
Yep, down to 3.
I become the monarch again.
Yep.
End step. Draw. Pass turn.
Cards in hand?
2.
And now they're back to being 1/1s, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, so 2 cards in hand now for Anne after drawing for the Monarch. I think Blackman has a full grip, so we'll see. He still has a shot, I think. Jace, the Mind Sculptor, is at 1, in case it's too small for you to see. I'm not sure. And it costs 4 to activate because of the 2 suppression fields. I always forget the name of that card. Suppression field. It's a pretty cool card. Should people play Suppression Field more in Legacy? Is it underplayed? All right, here's Merchant Scroll. Speaking of underplayed. What is he 2 to 4 here? All right, Cryptic Command. That makes sense. Cryptic. Thalia is no longer on the board, so he can chain Mystic Sanctuaries now. If you Cryptic bounce Mystic Sanctuary, play it again next turn, get back Toxic Deluge, or whatever he needs, really. Toxic Deluge actually is a little risky because he has 3 life, but... Oh, okay, so we're already on combat. Mystic Sanctuary was returned. And... I guess you can just get back Cryptic. And just Cryptic forever, right? Anne won't be able to do anything about that. How does Anne stop a Cryptic command loop other than another Thalia? Palace Jailer. Does that do anything? You can't be double the Monarch, right? Alright, so she draws from Monarch and passes. Back to Phil now. He can play Sanctuary, put Cryptic on top. But how does he then draw it, is the question. Oh yeah, Chalice for 4 would work. That's true. Chalice for 4 would be great. I completely forgot that Phil does need a way to put Cryptic back into his hand. Chalice on 4, LOL. Yeah, that would be pretty funny. What's the highest number anyone has seen a Chalice on? And it was relevant. Give me your record. She's got the mana. Yeah, that's true. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah, the 2 Chromoxes. Yep. She does. Brainstorm here. That's going to get Cryptic back in hand. I guess Jace can also, if he gets enough lands, he can Chalice on 6. Why would someone put a Chalice on 6? Flintstigator loves the land choices. Yes. Oh yeah, there's Anne's unglued basics. All right, here's Toxic Deluge for 1, putting Phil at 1. I thought he was at 2, 3, but okay. Terminus. Lattice, maybe, yeah. David Tao, Chalice on 7 because he was an approach a second Sun Brew. Jeez. In Legacy? Checking deck lists for later now. Ooh, I see some deck lists for later. Wow. We have some brews tonight, folks. Some brews tonight. I won't say more than that. Greg Berlin Roots playing next, and got a sweet brew. He was on Mud. Interesting. I don't think I've seen David Tao play Mud before. I feel like David Tao has had a different deck every week. All right. Where are we in this game? Thopter Sword goodness. We have a really good Thopter Sword match up on our YouTube channel, I believe. I kind of lose track of which videos are out yet and which ones are still on hold. I think it's there. Left Coast says, hey, glad to be able to tune in live. What's up, Left Coast? Are you on the West Coast in San Fran? Bay Area, very nice. If that's where you are. Welcome, says Roland. Okay, this person knows Roland. Very nice. Phil and Win, jamming the 90s magic emojis all night. All right. And, ooh, I missed what Ann tutored for. Oinkster says Merchant Scroll is gas. What does everybody think of this Dimir control build? Has it improved or the opposite of improved since last week? Let me know. And let Phil know on Twitter. Tweet Phil about his deck. All right, there's the other Thalia. So the other Thalia does stop the Mystic Sanctuary. I forgot about that. Oh, nice. Matches versus Roland, yeah. If you're on the West Coast, say what's up. It seems worse than anything with Uro. I think he beat up on an Uro deck last week with this list because of Cling to Dust and all that. Roland jamming Flames. Dave's also on the West Coast. What's up, Dave? Dave, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Gristle Brandon. All the West Coast people are here. I'm just assuming these people are on the West Coast because they're saying hello. What's up, Gristle Brandon? Tony Dravetto. 3-month sub. Shout out to you, Tony. Thank you very much for supporting. Singing Tree is on the Swedish West Coast. Minds are blown right now. What time is it in Sweden right now? Ann Harrison is actually in the UK. So Europe's in the house tonight. Living the dream, says Gristle Brandon. Good to hear. This is quite a game one. This is true. We have about an hour before our championship bracket begins. All right. Ann's going to attacks. And are we going to see Scoop Phase here? Or Snap Drown? Legacy Worldwide, yeah. I'm assuming people are talking Swedish. I'm not sure. Anyone from Australia would love to know. Cling to Dust. All right, Cling to Dust. Going to gain some life here for Phil and put him out of range, I guess? All right. Phil dies. All right. Soldier Stompy gets game one. Plague Engineer, of course. Unmoored Ego, no. Notion Thief, no. He doesn't really have much. Plague Engineer, maybe, is it? Plague Engineer is pretty damn good, though. How many Plague Engineers does he have? Actually, I won't reveal because Phil's playing later tonight. Armageddon seems good with KOTR. What card is that? Sorry. I can't think right now. Oh, Night of the Reliquary. Sorry, I had a really long day today. All right, Phil starts off with a fetch. 19. No suppression field yet for Anne. Phil on the play here. How much does being on the play help against this particular Chalice deck? Does it matter as much? Is it like Moon Stompy where they just can get you if they're on the play? Thank you, Roland, for helping out. And everyone thank Roland because he's a gift leader. Very nice. Cling to Dust. Targeting a land to draw. Okay. Caverner Souls here. Not good news. Thalia. I dig it. Force. Why was there a force just now? Did I miss something? I'm confused. What did he force? I don't see anything in her graveyard. Let's tune in with the players.
Play a Strix.
Yep.
Hey, what was the force on?
I him to talk to myself.
He forced.
Oh,
the
no.
Thalia,
Oh, man.
Which was uncountable. I'd have let him take it back, but he's like, I've done it.
Don't worry about it, Phil.
A man of honor.
All right, so Phil, again, we were just talking before about playing on webcam. It's tricky. It's very easy to forget stuff playing on these webcam games, folks. So don't be too critical. All right, Thalia attacks, put Phil at 16. Yeah, he didn't see the cavern. All right, there's the other Thalia. Great news for Soldier Stompy. No Reclaimer. Gone back and forth with that guy. The only one-drop creatures I have now are Noble, 2 Bird. Sweet. You're talking about Maverick, I guess, right? Are we talking about Maverick, everybody? Tomic. Is Tomic a soldier? Does anybody know? Let me look up this card. Oh, it's an advisor. Okay. Tomic's a cool card. Maybe this card should be played more? I don't know. Thalia's in play now. Strix irrelevant because of First Strike. Swinging. Phil goes to 11. Greg Berlin-Root on standby. He's going to play a match here before we get started with the championship bracket. White seems hard to get most of the time. I guess so. Suspension Field is in play now. That seems rough for Phil. Caracas. Caracas can rescue either one of these soldiers if needed. Pretty good. So how does Phil get out of Suspension Field plus Thalia plus Thalia? Is this just game? Is Phil dead? Caracas does cost 2 more. That's true. Good point. I missed that. Green-white Maverick. What's the best color arrangement for Maverick right now? Is it green-white-black still? Or is it just green-white? What is the best Maverick deck right now, color-wise?
Swing.
I'll save 3 life this time.
You're blocking the big failure.
Yeah.
Taking 2.
All right, Phil's at 9 now. 4 color, no red for Maverick. What do you get out of blue for Maverick? I'm not sure. Oh, blue for Oko and Uro in Maverick? I guess that makes sense. I just haven't looked at oh, Bant says Milo. Okay. I just haven't looked at a Maverick list in like a week. I don't remember. Black gives you abrupt decay to Kaya. Yeah, Plague Engineer. We've talked a lot on stream lately about Kaya. Oh, Leovold. Yeah, Leovold's great. Mark Strassman plays with red. What do you get with red? Ooh, Armageddon here. Dang.
I will. What do I do? I guess nothing. I guess that just happens.
Okay.
Yikes.
Pretty sure I'm dead. Pretty sure I just die.
And pass turn.
Nobody need worry. Phil's playing in our
good
bracket
games.
later. Good game. Soldier Stompy
you.
kicking butt.
That game won.
Yeah, for real. And do you want to play one more match or do you want to jump?
Oh, you've been torturing me with blue decks.
Unfortunately, the other deck we have lined up is blue. I'll warn you with that.